So we're about to start our Anne Melanie inspired sculpture piece. So here I have some materials that I'm going to be using. This stuff is called foam core. So if you have cardboard, you could use that, but this works a little better because it is thicker. So foam core has styrofoam in the middle of it, in the core of it, and then the sides of it are kind of like paper. So you can draw, you can cut, you can glue it together, and it works really well for building stuff like this. So here I have a piece that I'm going to use as my base. What I want to do, based on the sculptures that I saw that were works by Anne Melanie, she usually puts things together. She puts her metal pieces together to create forms that are built based on right angles. So I'm going to start with my base, and then I'm going to start with two other pieces. And my first goal is to get these two pieces to stand up. If I try to glue it here, even if I hold it a really long time, I don't know that structurally that's very likely to stay up, because if I let it go, it wants to fall over. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try problem solving that. So that's my first issue to solve. So I'm using Elmer's glue here, so I'm going to scratch the tip, get the dry glue off. And this first piece, I'm going to use it like it is. So I'm going to put a thin layer of glue along the bottom edge here. And we know stuff like this is thicker than paper, so to get it to want to stick on there, I'm going to put it on there. I'm going to kind of wiggle it in place to get the glue to form a good bond. I'm going to hold it there. Now, I got to keep working, so I can't really hold it there till it dries all the way. So it's wanting to stand up, but as you can see, it's slowly starting to fall over in a gentle tap, and it just wants to fall right over. So it only has one place where glue is touching. So that one edge, that's just not enough. So I'm not even going to try to make that stand up. I'm going to leave it there where the glue is. I have this second piece, and this second piece could be a support. So if I put this here, that's forming a right angle, so more of the edge is touching. But if I were to glue a second piece against it, that would actually hold it up. So plus, if I put it together this way, it forms a right angle. When things are at a right angle, they're actually stronger. Even when I let it go without the glue, it holds it up for it because they're leaning upon each other. So I'm going to let that fall down because we know what's going to happen. And I'm going to put glue along this edge where it will touch the base. But if I put glue along this edge or the spine here, then it will actually be touching in more than one place, in two places or 2 points of contact. So this one has glue on it. So I'm going to stand it back up, kind of wiggle it into place there. But then I'm going to put this one against it, and I'm going to wiggle that into place. Now, this solves my problem a couple of different ways. The first piece touches the second one and the base. The second piece touches the first one and the base as well, and they both touch each other. So that's multiple points of contact that are letting the sculpture so far, because I think I still have work to go, letting the sculpture so far want to stand up. So now I have some other pieces. I'm going to begin thinking, how would I add those into my design?